Good Sunday morning, and welcome to Ice Age TV, the internal combustion engine age YouTube channel that talks about all my, what do I talk about anymore? Besides, I have an 8-pack. This is beyond believable. I have 8 dogs. This is the most dogs all living at one time on my property. I've had 7. I think I maybe had 8, but it was a very short 8 because it was an older dog that passed. But hey, Sunday morning here, good freezing butt. Sunny morning here. I'm just look at this here. 4 puppies, 1, 2, 3, 4 adults. I've got an 8-pack. How crazy am I? Well, if you watch my channel, I'm a crazy man. Come on this way, puppies. Come on. You guys hungry? Looky here. Come on, Will. So these guys need to be fed. Come on, let's go to eat. Come on. Looky here. Come on. Gypsy. Gypsy. Come on, pups. Come on. Come on, Diesel. Diesel. Come on, boy. Hungry? So they're probably eating deer poop, which that's nothing new. That's just the property. The dogs that I've owned here for 30 plus years living here, it's all about deer poop. But we're going to go over to the barn this morning, and such a cold day. Can't see us going to the car show per se. Come on, Gypsy. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, Rebel. Rebel. I mean, Diesel. Who the heck is it? Come on, Diesel. Diesel. Come on. Hungry? So we're going to get some breakfast here because they eat out in the barn. What we're doing right now is we've got the 4 dogs. 2 of them stay in the house, the new puppies, and 2 of them stay in my camper. This camper has so played out to be such a savior in so many ways. I know some people think it's, oh, you've been kicked out of the house. I haven't. Come on, hey, come on. Come on, Prince. Princey. Come on. So there's good old Diesel out there just chomping away at all the deer poop. Now, I don't know what good old Prince is barking at. Probably, come on, Ginger, come on, baby, come on, Ginger. Yeah, so it's all about yelling and screaming if you don't have a good voice. But here's all the cars, and not really much going on today because it's so cold out. And the thing is, technically, on these really cold days, it's not really to your advantage to be driving on these high-performance tires because they're so hard and they don't stick to the road. And technically, they say you're not supposed to. It's on the side door of your car. Most people don't believe it. You know, yesterday I went to Timber Honda, and I bought the kid a quick shifter kit for her motorcycle, which I haven't even seen that damn thing. But then I bought a big Honda, an actual Honda red LED neon sign, and I bought a nice Honda clock that illuminates. So, got to figure out where I'll put those in the garage. Let's get this going here. Come on, pups. Come here. See how the dogs do, because right now I try to keep the dogs separate from eating the dog food, and Scout kind of gets a little more aggressive on that. Go on up. Come on, Ginger, go on. You little guys, stay down here because I'm going to feed you guys. And overall, pups are doing pretty good for the most part, but is it a lot of work? It is. And so I got their food bowl here. Need to get our food bowl, and I lucked out. I've got him on. Look at this guy here. He is so hungry that, here you go. There you go. I know. Here you go, pups. Come on. Right there you go. So, the puppies, yeah, what do you think, huh? What do you think there, Prince? Now, where is, there he is. There he is. We need another bowl. We'll make it work. But they all eat together, which I don't know if that's the greatest idea or not. I am not the dog expert. My daughter, Julia, she is really more knowledgeable in so many ways of how to train dogs than I am. I never did that. I mean, growing up, every dog I've ever had, I've never really was the guy out there training the dog. The dog's just acclimated to my own environment, and they just always have been property dogs and not the show-off dogs. And so just for me, I've never gone on my way to train the puppies, but my daughter loves doing that, and she got a lot out of that with Kiefer and Amanda, who was with Shepherd Works on Instagram, and that's where we got Kiefer. And she's very detail-oriented in how to train a German Shepherd. And my daughter took a lot of her knowledge and videos and used Kiefer to, I think she's doing a great job. So she comes out here right now, yesterday afternoon. She did some video time, but you know what? She kind of like, I just don't want to show it on your YouTube channel. It's too much criticism. So my daughter yesterday, I started videoing her with the dog, and she's like, you know what? I just don't want it. I don't want the social exposure where people like to be critical of me, and I don't want you to show it. Isn't that sad? It's so sad that You just have to have a select few people that have to be critical of what you say or do, and it turns a lot of people off. And there's so many people out there, I'm sure, can share their experience in social media that will just say, you know what, I'm just not up for the word abuse. And it is. It's a very challenging thing to be social media exposed. Now she's the fastest one out of the gate. She just ate. Now she's a character now. Good old Bob in Melbourne. Good morning there, Bob. He made a comment that all these dogs come on, Gypsy. They seem to be ice tolerant, meaning they can listen to this exhaust and all. Gypsy freaks out when I get on the motorcycle, when I get on the Grom and chase the dogs down. So it's a pretty cool tool. Come on, Gypsy. Come on, baby. Come on back in. It's a pretty good tool for me to have. I jump on the Grom and I can chase little puppies down, and then they'll start heading back to the barn or whatever if they get a little too far away. Gypsy, on the other hand, she gets really freaked out and she runs away. So it's so incredible how Gypsy seems to be more of like the fox hunting dog, the more kind of the dominant, very smart dog. But yesterday I was on the white Grom and I was running around, and literally she was running away and was scared of that motorcycle. And she's just so smart. She's a very, very smart dog. So it's going to be very interesting that, I don't know, I don't see the not seeing the Kiefer mentality yet in any of these dogs wanting to chase something. But that's still kind of early to tell, because it was me that gave Julie the idea to give Kiefer exercise. Just have him follow you on your dirt bike. That was prior to us having the Groms and even the KTM. She had a Honda CRF 300L. And so she would ride around the property and Kiefer would chase her, not knowing what that would create in the end. Here's a good old Challenger, just sits. The battery, I think I'm going to be forced to put a new battery in this car, because it's just getting to the point where I even put on a battery tender and it barely starts. And so it's hard to believe, but this car now, 2021 model, is coming up on 4 years old. And a 4-year battery in a car in today's world of technology is actually probably the average, especially if you don't drive a car a lot, which I don't. That's the whole challenge here for me, is driving cars. But like today, the Camaro has the track tires. This is not the car to drive today. And some people may think, that's foolish. Okay, well, when you're driving around a car, you know what's interesting is, did they put a sticker like they do on my Mustangs that warn you not to drive the car in cold weather? So it doesn't. On the Ford Mustang, it literally tells you not to drive the car. And I've had this conversation many times on my channel about how Ford literally tells you in the door not to drive the vehicle. So I'm going to do this here. Let me open up my office here and see if I can get the key to show you what I'm talking about. Most people probably know what I'm talking about, but a lot probably don't. So what do I do with all the keys? I can't remember. Here they are. See if I can get it open for you. So there it is. So it's always about keeping everybody entertained on my YouTube channel. So there go the pups that just ran out the backside of the property. Now I got to kind of check on them, but I want to show you something real quick. So in this car here, it says right here, you should not drive this car with summer tires when it's 45 degrees or less. You see that? And some people will argue about that, but it's these tires become so hard, and what happens is you can so easily come off the road. I had a GT500 years ago. I was up on the Beltway in a cold day, and I honestly say that I got into it. It was like a 40 degree day, and I was driving that car, and I nailed it. And I about went sideways on the Beltway and just about into somebody, where it could have been just a huge accident that would have been at my expense and at my fault. It would have been a reckless driving ticket. So the puppies have eaten. Now it's time for them to go do their thing and wander around. And so today, I've been away so much for the wife. We're going to take the wife out for breakfast this morning. And much as I'd love to go to the car show and kind of hang out and see my friends, that's just too cold. It isn't really enjoyable standing outside for an hour, walking around, freezing your ass off in an overcast day. So it won't be any car show. I haven't done a car show thing in quite a while. And it's because I've been gone taking care of my family down in Florida, which that's a freaking project. It is such a project of trying to take care of family when they're not local. If anybody here knows that, yeah, you kind of understand that story very well. And how challenging it is. And here for me, I still haven't even loaded my motorcycles from this trailer, and I so lucked out on me getting back home without having this trailer lose its traction. And so here's the inside of the trailer. If you can see, I still haven't unpacked the trailer. I mean, I've loosened all the straps in the bikes, but I still have all my gear, my guns, the Goldwing, and yeah, that's just because where am I going to put these? In so many ways. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the bikes out. But this is now my garage. Oops, somebody just hit their head. That's not good. So, but this is a great trailer. This trailer really does trailer well. The truck did well. Chevy Bison. Can't say enough about how great the truck bringing her back home. And there's, you can see, it's just always about having their jaws. It's always with their jaws. The jaws of life, if you know what that means. Having driven the Bison, Colorado, at one time that was maybe be traded for that Hummer, but came to closure, no way. Hummer's not worth. Hey, come on back. Come on, hey, Diesel. So this is where these guys kind of get a little too far away, and I feel like I'm going to be chasing across the yard. I'd surely get the Honda Grom out, but I got my four-wheelers and blah, blah, yeah, too much stuff, right? So everybody knows Bob, my good friend that is a cancer survivor. I bought him a nice trailer, bought him a nice grill. That's his boat. That's not my boat. Some people have reached out like, you bought a boat? No. I got a boat in Florida, and up here, boating season is so much more challenging because it's such a shorter time frame. Come on back here, pups. They're all looking for the deer poop. That's what's kind of going on. That's the typical dog trait. Now, for me, I haven't been getting into like specific topics here lately. I just haven't been reading much on the media, even though it's the mystery of the drones. What the hell is that all about? You just got to wonder where everything's going in today's society. So much knowledge, so much information, but yet they can't tell us what these drones are all about. And there's now, I'm sure, lots of conspiracy theories and ideas. I'm just not following it. I was watching a movie called The Frontier. It's a Canadian-made movie on Netflix. I couldn't turn the damn thing off. It was about being back in the early years of the early founders of this country, up there in the New England area, and even in Canada, Montreal. And it was just a great, great movie that was just, I couldn't turn it off. I was literally watching TV, this series, from like 9 o'clock last night till like 2 in the morning. That's the problem with me. If I start watching one of these series that's like season after season, I can't turn the damn thing off. So that's kind of it. Just want to say good Sunday morning, everybody. Just kind of give everybody a heads up what's going on here. So hope everybody has a really blessed day. It really is now the winter effect up here. Got my new hat at Timberconda yesterday. My new buff at Timberconda yesterday. Keeps you nice and warm. And I'll be on projects today. Figure out where to put my sign. Get my Honda red sign up. And my Honda clock up. As I continue to work on cleaning things up. And I literally have not stopped putting things away and doing things. And it's interesting. This is the first time now I've seen the pool where it's frozen over. And as my theory, come on, puppies. Guys just all eating crap as usual. Here comes that. She is so fast. Look at Gypsy. Look at her. So it's just like a fox. Isn't she a character? There's one of Kiefer's old balls. How about that? Come on there. Come on there. I can't keep track on names. Come on, Prince. Yeah, so before I sign off, let's go down here. And does my pump finally freeze up? But I have it on an 8-hour cycle. So it's off, but I'd be curious to see. I think I'm not going to touch it because when I was gone, it was extremely cold here. But so far, I'm pretty much blown away that like the pump hasn't broken, or the tubing for the water inlet and outlet, that it hasn't, cracked or broke. So interesting, right? This will be the first time ever that I never winterized the pool. And once again, it's just because you have to drain half the pool down, or at least a third down. But then once the spring comes, you got to spend like a chunk of money to get water back into it, because there's no way I'm running my well to thousands of gallons. Come on, Pop Ace, looky here. So here is a ball. Looky here. There's a ball. So you didn't see it. All right. Hey, what about you? How about you, Rebel? What do you think here, huh? As you take a nice chilly morning walk on a Sunday morning here. Here, Pop Ace. Hey, looky here. Looky here. Looky here. Get the ball. Get the ball. Yeah, come on back here. I don't even know what football games are on today. I have no idea. So that's it, everybody. Got to get the dogs kind of put up after having their food. And then we're going to head and take the wife for breakfast and probably run some errands. So everybody has a blessed Sunday on this really chilly, cold, overcast, northeast or mid-Atlantic area. So God bless. Have a great day.